think the best analogy that I found is I was just floating in the water, and if the waters were turbulent, then I was just going with whatever the water was. And today I feel more like I'm grounded. I have my feet on the ground, and if things move, then yes, I'm moving, but I'm still standing. Like I still feel like it's a much different feeling, and like stability and all of that is much different today. The community is awesome. Just reading about what everyone was sharing, their stories, where they were coming from, the challenges that were coming from, is like, this is like my story from a different angle, or part of my story of what I went through or what I'm going through. And it was amazing to see, like, yeah, I went through the same thing, and where I'm going through the same thing, and I'm feeling the same things that you're feeling, or similar. And I feel like these are my people. This is like, for the longest time, I felt different from my friends. I felt different from my family. I felt different in the workplace. And so having that commonality with other people was amazing. I was looking at my first assessment and like, what are your goals? And I was like, I don't want to dread like going to work or stuff like that. It's like, I haven't thought about that for a long time. Like, I haven't been dreading like, tomorrow is Monday, I have to go back and do this and that. Or like, I want the week to end. Like, none of that is here today. And it's the same team, and it's everything. So it's definitely a change that I've gone through. My emotionality I was at a 2 or a 1, I don't remember. And today it's at a 9 or an 8 or something. And it's part of that process of, I didn't even realize, but it's things like the inner critic. Like, yeah, I used to answer like, yeah, inner critic is active all the time. And it's been a while since I've battled or just heard my inner critic like saying, no, you're doing this or that. And it is one of those things that is progressive. And so I didn't even realize until a couple of weeks back. It was like, I'm going again through the book, and it's like, I haven't been hearing about my inner critic for a long time. So it's like, okay, that changed. I was just talking to a peer of, I was talking about this program. And so it's like, I know that that interaction would have devastated me if I wouldn't have taken this training before. It was a very difficult situation. It was still difficult today, but I didn't ruminate. It was a top couple of days after everything went through, because my body went through a very emotional, very stressful situation that is like, yeah, I need to take a couple of days off. But it was not weeks of like me being like, oh, this was terrible, this is terrible. Like, none of that happened. So it is a big change. I feel more in balance. I feel grounded, which is something I was just drifting. And both at home and at work and everywhere is like, yeah, I mean, people pleasing is everywhere. It's not just at work. Overfunctioning is not just at work. It's also at life. And so I'm much more grounded. Even my wife can notice. It's like, hey, you're doing things different, and so you're showing up different. If there are areas that you want to be yourself and they're draining you, you can turn things around and be yourself and still be very successful. And that's what this program is can become for you. And that's what this program does as well in the big scheme. It's like, you're coming in as someone that you are, but you're coming out as well as someone that you are, but with a much different attitude and a much different set of tools and a much different energy and everything.